Well, it's done, guys. Donald Trump has officially been sworn in as the 47th president of the USA. Now, there was a lot of drama surrounding his inauguration, and he, the very next day, the first day in office, broke record, signing the most executive orders in a day. Now, we have to ask ourselves as Africans, why should we even care about what happens in America? That's what we're talking about on this episode. This is the E-Report, and I'm your host, Enongene Doris. But before getting to the video, make sure to like and subscribe to the Next Generation Media channel if you have not yet, so you get to miss out on any of our subsequent videos. So, Donald J. Trump, a very successful businessman, came up one day and he was like, he wants to run for the president of the United States of America. And many people did not believe in this man, but one thing that Donald Trump has is that he has the never give up spirit. When other people thought he could not make it,
there's not going to be a President Donald Trump.
Donald Trump will not become president.
Donald Trump is not going to be president of the United States. Take it to the bank.
Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
He will never be president of the United States.
You're not going to be president, all right? It's been fun.
This one I'll go way out on a limb. Donald Trump will never, ever be president of the United States.
Donald Trump will never be elected president of the United States.
Donald Trump is not going to be president of the United States.
Let's be clear. Donald Trump will lose the election.
he became the president. Not just once, he has won now again the second time. And he's the only president, second president, I believe, that has had two victories as being a president of America without doing it back to back. And like I said, he's been breaking records. He has had two assassination attempts to his life. And we find him after just being shot, he comes up, putting his hand up like, yes, let's do this. He came with this Make America Great Again vision where he wants to revive America from what it was before. And a lot, he has been hated by the media, by the mainstream media a lot. But then again, also people that love him for his courage and his will to keep on doing what he wants to do for America. And also, he's the only president that has received 2 impeachments, has been taken to criminal court, and we can consider a convicted fellow. But despite all the hate, despite all the accusations, Donald J. Trump says what he's going to make America great again by fire, by force. And he kept coming back, and now he is the president once again of the USA. So as I earlier mentioned, the inauguration was a whole drama. It was like a telenovela series in one day. There were so many things that happened, so many headlines that came on. We had the case of Melania Trump. Her outfit was the talk of the day. The hat she chose, some people loved it, some people hated it, some people say she did that to spite her husband. We had the wife of the vice president that was sworn in, J.D. Vance. His wife was loved by everybody. We had also Mark Zuckerberg, who people said he was looking at the fiancée of Jeff Bezos in a provocative manner. But I just believe he was looking at what was in his face. Like, the guy did not look for more than half a second, and the entire media went on about him being like this new ghetto boy or something of that sort. We also have Barron Trump, the son of Donald J. Trump. His father gave him accolades for being the one that helped him get the youth vote. When you look at Barron Trump, he's someone that really depicts his father, both in his mannerisms, both in the way he speaks, the way he greets people. People say he looks give the next president, that he gives a future president vibe. But one of the most controversial things that happened during the inauguration was Elon Musk's salute that he gave, where he came to address or give a speech during the inauguration. He did a salute that people associate with the Nazi salute, but others say it is a Roman salute, where he did a salute and he says, "My heart goes out to you." I believe he was just being so excited, because when he came out, he was so excited, just shouting all over the place, like so happy that Donald Trump was able to win. But the mainstream media came at him and he was like, he's starting a new Nazi era. This is going to be the downfall of America. La, 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 la. There was so much controversy online. Everybody was attacking Donald Trump, attacking his wife, attacking Elon Musk. And then we have other people that were there who were not vibing at all with the entire ceremony. It's like they're there just because they had to be in attendance. People like Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, and Barack Obama, who once again was seen without his wife, something very suspicious I believe the mainstream media should look into. So looking at the various executive orders that he signed on his first day in office, some notable orders that he did was one being the gender. He said there are just 2 genders in the United States of America.
As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only 2 genders, male and female.
Something that I thought was basic knowledge the American government had to sign so that its citizens can know that there are only 2 genders. Makes us ask ourselves, when we are copying from the Americans or copying from the Western culture, what what are we really doing? What are we looking up to? What examples are we trying to emulate for ourselves? Another very important executive order that he passed out was his decision to not tolerate illegal immigrants anymore in America. He plans on sending back millions and millions of illegal immigrants back to their nations. And that, I believe, is something we're going to talk about more in this video. But then again, he also had he suspended the ban on TikTok, because we're looking at the point where TikTok had already been banned in America for like 12 hours, and it was brought back when he gives a 75 days grace period where TikTok had to look for an American company or person to sell part of his shares to, or to completely sell the TikTok app to. One other executive order that he placed out was the fact that if you are not an American citizen and you give birth in America, your child does not become an American citizen. So that's something that many people are not happy about, or many people found as advantageous, because some people like to rush to America to have their children there, so their child automatically gets citizenship. And another order he made was the fact that he withdrew the American support from the WHO movement. The American government now presently no longer finances. I believe that take a 6-month period. After 6 months, they're going to halt all finance that they are offering to the WHO. Reason being that he said the finances they were offering to the WHO were not benefiting them. They were offering so much money and not really getting any sort of aid from them, or not really seeing what this organization was using the money to do. So we can definitely see that there are a lot of changes that the American government is looking to in the next coming 4 years that is going to be president. And now, like that, we'll look at some of the videos on highlights concerning the inauguration. So this is him after signing his so many executive orders. He started giving pens out to the people who were in attendance watching him sign. And many people say that this was him giving some a symbol of the people are involved in the decision making of the country. Like, it was a very huge statement, him giving out these pens to the public. Like, you gotta love Donald Trump. He has a charisma about him. So they're like, one for you and one for you.
The government policy of trying to socially engineer race and gender into every aspect of public and private life. We will forge a society that is colorblind and merit-based. As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only 2 genders, male and female.
Like I said, the fact that this has to even be a declaration in the United States of America, a country that many nations look up to, is already so insane. One other video that caught my attention was the video showing the bishop hosted a service. And take note, this bishop was a woman. Okay, that's a very important thing to note here, because mostly people agree that bishops are not women. If you ask any Roman Catholic leader, a bishop is not supposed to be a woman. But then again, she's not from the Roman Catholic Church. She says she's from the Episcopal Church. So she was offering a service during the inauguration, and this is what she had to say to the president.
In the name of our God, I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. There are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in Democratic, Republican, and independent families, some who fear for their lives. And the people who pick our crops and clean our office buildings, who labor in poultry farms and meatpacking plants, who wash the dishes after we eat in restaurants and work the night shifts in hospitals, they may not be citizens or have the proper documentation, but the vast majority of immigrants are not criminals. They pay taxes and are good neighbors. They are faithful members of our churches and mosques, synagogues, wadara, and temples. I ask you to have mercy, Mr. President, on those in our communities whose children fear that their parents will be taken away. and that you help those who are fleeing war zones and persecution in their own lands to find compassion and welcome here.
So when I first watched this video and came to know about this particular bishop, she gave me 2 red flags. One, the first thing, I don't know about any female bishop, so that was really a red flag for me. 2, the fact that saying that she is part of the church, she supports the LGBT community. Whenever I hear of a church supporting the LGBT community, it always comes as a red flag to me. Not because you should somehow hate them, but you should not be fostering the idea that they're trying to push out. So like I said, there was a lot of controversies that happened, a lot of things that had to be spoken about during the inauguration. But then again, our focus now is, what do these changes that have happened in America, how do they affect us? All the executive orders have been passed out, how it's supposed to affect us as Africans. So as Africans, I believe what is going to directly influence us from everything that has happened in America, or the changes that have happened, is the immigration policy that have been changed. Because America has issued a zero tolerance to illegal immigrants, which I believe the country has full right to do. I don't think any country is happy to have people illegally come into their country. Every country deports people who come into their country illegally. So what I believe we should be looking to as Africans is to put an end to going to America through illegal means for the betterment of everybody. Because right now, they are going to start deporting the immigrants, illegal immigrants who are in custody first. They are going to have those who maybe have already jobs or are trying to settle down in the country are going to be deported. Then those, now if you look at Africans that are moving to America, because presently you know that every time you have people that are moving to America from Africa, those who are right now in the process of taking that Mexico road to America, they find themselves in a very terrible fix because they have to return. You know, some people end up dying trying to take that route. And just the fact that maybe they have gone this far and they have seen that they cannot actually enter America now, they have to take a reverse back to their country. This brings us to realization as Africans that if we are looking to go to America, presently with the new laws that have been instated, you either go in with a legal means or don't go at all. So if you can't find a legal way of getting to America, don't go, because you'll be sent back. I know once you're deported, you can no longer go to America for any reason. So better still, as Africans, if you can't find legal means, find a way to survive in your country, or find a different country to go in legally. Like, let's not say you should go to another country now illegally. Please look more for legal options of traveling. I believe as America has taken this stand, other countries might follow suit and get very more rigorous when it comes to immigration policies. So right now, whether you're an African, not African, I know mostly African countries, African people tend to go into places illegally, although we have Mexicans that are really populating America right now. That's why they had to build an entire wall to prevent them from coming to the country. But I believe us as Africans should take note that we should not get ourselves involved with illegal immigration, especially to America at this point in time, or are going to face very drastic consequences. We're going to be sent back, you might get imprisoned there. Like, really, it's not worth it. Stay in your country, try to find work, try to make your life a life for yourself right here in Africa. That's all, guys, for this particular episode. I'd like to know how you feel about the new president of America that has been instated, President Donald J. Trump. Drop your comments down below in the comment section. But before you go, make sure to like and subscribe to the Next Generation Media channel if you have not yet, so you don't get to miss out any of our subsequent videos. Bye.